Mm.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Yeah, sorry for keeping you waiting.
Yeah, good evening,
Good
sir.
evening. Yeah, good evening once again. Good evening, Ibrahim.
Yeah,
Good evening, Mike.
yeah, welcome, sir.
Yeah, how was your day? I hope your day was not as stressful as mine.
No, not at all.
Oh,
My day
that's
was
fine.
fine. What about you?
Evening, sir.
Mine was supposed to be fine, but it was a bit stressful.
Hey, sorry, okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Have you
you.
settled now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's
Settled.
fine.
Just that the slide is not fully ready, but I'm going to take it like that.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, let's start. Based on yesterday's class, do you have any question?
No, none from me.
All right, that's fine. So today we are going to be looking at password security, data protection, and privacy. So next week, I will encourage all of you to please download Kali Linux because we are going to be using it. We'll try
Sorry, say
and
that again.
so by next week, I want you guys to download Kali Linux.
Okay.
Kali
So
Linux
please can you
is an
type it
operating.
on? So can you type it on the
Chat.
in-app message?
Okay.
Yeah, download Kali Linux. I'll look at the link and probably share with you guys so that you'll be able to download it. But you can still check online, maybe on YouTube, how to download Kali Linux operating system.
Sorry to say, is it
So,
an app?
like I mentioned, it's an operating system. So it is not an application.
Okay.
However, you cannot just install it on your PC. You need to first download a virtual machine. So you can download a VMware. Do you get it? You need to download a VMware first before you can be able to install the Kali Linux operating system. So Kali Linux operating system is an operating system that is designed basically for ethical hacking. So it contains all the applications that you need to perform your ethical hacking work. So you must be able to use Kali Linux. It's more like it's an extension of a Linux operating system. So if you know how to use a Linux operating system, then it's going to be an advantage for you. So before the end of the class, or towards the end of the class, I'll describe it in details for you guys. So let us start fully with today's session, and I'll be taking password security, data protection, and privacy. Of course, your role as a cybersecurity professional cannot be completed without you having an in-depth knowledge of password security. And password security is under cryptography. So why do we need password security? Why? Of course, imagine that you have your firewall in place, you have your intrusion detection in place, you also have your intrusion prevention, even your logging systems, everything are in place. But if your users that you are trying to protect, or the application you are trying to protect, if they are configured with weak password, what do you think would happen? Attackers will be able to penetrate into your system. And according to a research, more than 80% of breaches online were usually from poor password, weak password, or data mismanagement. And that is why, for you to have a strong cyber defense, it is important that your password is also very strong and secured. So we're going to look at the different characteristics of password. Why is it important? Of course, when you have a strong password security, you'll be able to protect your data, because it will be difficult for the hackers, the criminals, the attackers to, to crack your password and have access to your data. In essence, a strong password security ensures or guides against having access or authenticating into your network. So with a strong password security, your data is secured, your data is protected. And that is why in this slide, I mentioned that password security, data protection, and privacy, they are inseparable pillars. They are very important, especially the password security. So what are the characteristics of a password? I've been able to highlight 3 different characteristics of a password there, starting with the first one. The first one is that a password requires exclusive knowledge. Password requires exclusive knowledge. And what does exclusive knowledge involve? It means it belongs only to you. So your password must be known only by you. If you are giving a password to your application, that password must be known only by the party with a valid identity claim. Take, for example, you have a database administrator whose responsibility is to manage your database. Only this administrator must have access to the password of the database. Why? With the password, it can confirm or identify who you are. And in an ideal world, passwords should never be shared with colleagues, close friends, or even domestic partners. And it should not be shared even when the other party promises you that this password will be known between you and the person. And why is that important? According to Benjamin Franklin, what he said is that 3 people can keep a secret only when 2 of them are dead. Do you know the reason why? Because, of course, these 2 people that are dead, can you still get the information from them? No. And what is the importance of this message? The importance of it is that your password must be known only to you. It must be known only to you. It must never be shared. Now, let me ask you this question. Should you share your password with your spouse? Should you share your password with your spouse? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. For me, yes, but it depends on the thing or how you want to secure what you are sharing, like the password you are sharing. Like, it depends on what you want to secure. You understand? Probably it's not something deep and you feel you can share it with your spouse. Yeah, it's fine. But if you feel if you could share the password, you will not be comfortable with it. It's better not to share.
All right. What of Michael?
Yes, you can share a password with your spouse, but it depends on what platform the password is meant to be used for. I wouldn't think if you are working for a multinational and the information in their system is sensitive, you should be sharing it with your spouse. But if it's your phone password or your emails, you can share that with your spouse in case of when you're not there and and she needs to access those informations probably for maybe banking reasons or something. That's my own take though.
All right. So the best answer is actually it depends. It depends. But of course, when you must share it or when you want to share it, it should be for low security systems. You cannot just wake up and say because you so much love your wife, you want to give your wife a password that you use in your office. It is not ideal. You don't do that. Office work remains office work. But if it is an account that both of you are sharing or are using together, fine. Both of you may have access to that password. Remember, when we are talking of password, it belongs to only you, and you are the only one that should have access to that password. The reason is because if care is not taken, that password may be known to others. Because once you leak your password, once you share your password with someone, you cannot control how the person will manage or protect that password anymore. So what if that person maybe mistakenly or jokingly reveal it to someone else? Of course, before you know it, the password can start to spread. So the only circumstances when you can share your password is when you don't have a choice but to share your password. Now, the second characteristics of a password is that it should be unforgettable. Why? Because when you forget your password, it means that you cannot have access to the system. The system will deny you access. So whenever you have a system that you need to input your password, always ensure that you remember your password. And it is not advisable that you write down your password. Instead, there are systems in place that you can use to keep your password. So your password must not be forgettable. Lastly, your password should not be easy to guess. Instead, it should be difficult. Why is that so? Or why is that important? More than 80% of all cybersecurity breaches today, go and check online, they usually come from a weak, stolen, or reusable passwords. And so it's very important that you ensure that your password, whenever you are using it, or whatever system you are configuring your password on, it must be difficult to remember. It should
Sorry,
not
can
be
I ask
one
a
that,
question?
yeah.
Sorry, what do you mean by a weak password?
Okay, we'll get there.
Okay.
Maybe when we are looking at examples, yeah, we'll get there.
All right.
Let me see. We can also do a practical on password. I will check. I think I download the practical course from Cisco. I'll check.
All right.
So that we can look at it, what a weak password is. But a weak password is a password that is difficult, that is not difficult to guess. Something like password 1234. That's a weak password.
Yeah.
Or your surname, and you add 12345. That's a weak password. A password that someone can easily guess. Or your surname and your date of birth. Ibrahim 1970. That's a weak password. Do you get it now? Do you understand it now?
Yeah, I understand you now. Yeah.
Yeah. So if your passwords are strong enough, it will be difficult for attackers to actually uh, to guess your password, or to even use computer to crack that password. Now, when it comes to password, there are two important things you need to know. The first one is sorting, and the second one is hashing. Okay. Now, for sorting means adding a piece of information to your password before it is hashed. And what is hashing? Hashing is a one-way function that accepts the password as input and produces a random value. Hashing is not used for password only. You can also use hashing for your application. Take, for example, you are downloading a file from the internet. The owner of the file can give you a hash function that this is the value of the hash file. When you download the file, confirm the hash value of that particular file you have downloaded. If the value matches what the owner of the file has given to you, it means that your file has not been tampered with. If the value is the same, it means that the file you have downloaded has not been modified. So that is the definition of hashing. But for sorting, now you have the hashed file. You added another piece of information to that file. That is what sorting is all about. So let me show you coming. Okay, okay, let me share my screen where I also explain the function of hashing. Okay, when you are still talking about sorting generates a random value, and this random value is combined with your password. So both your password and the sorted value, they are hashed together. So the process of combining your password and the randomly generated value that has been hashed is called sorting. So the sorting is the process of adding a piece of information to a password before it is hashed. Now, why is it important that we do sorting? If you look at the diagram on that screen there, I have username Ibrahim, password is what? Welcome. I have another person, username Michael, his password is I love wiki. Now, when you run the hash algorithm,
So that your password is real. Oh.
it can't be real.
So you love wiki.
So now let's assume you hashed that password. You will get something like 53ER. This is just a sample. I'm not saying that the hashed function, but this is what you get: a code that it is not you cannot understand, a value that you cannot really easily cram. Do you get it? That's what a hash function is all about. However, don't be deceived. This hash function can also be cracked. That is one. Secondly, assuming that Michael is also having the same password with Ibrahim, which is welcome. Ibrahim is using the password welcome. Michael is also using the password welcome. When you pass that welcome to a hashing algorithm, you will get the same hashed value. That is the output of that welcome when you pass it to the hashing algorithm will be the same. So it means that if you and Michael are using the same password and the same password is saved as the hashed value, then if an hacker can have access to Ibrahim's password, that means that the hacker will also be able to access Michael's password because the hash value will be the same. But now, security has advanced beyond that level. So instead of you having just the hash value, sorting is added to it. Do you not get it? So sorting makes it to differentiate Ibrahim's password, which is welcome, from Michael's password that is also welcome. What do I mean? Let us look at this picture here. Now, in this picture, in this pictorial diagram, I have the username A and the password is B. When you register on the website, you put your username as A and your password is B. These details are transported to the backend. Now, When it gets to the back end, what happens? The first thing that will be done is that the system will generate a random sort. Remember, I defined that random sort as what? As a randomly generated value, right? As a randomly generated value. So this value will be generated. And when it is generated, what happens next? The system will compute the hashing function. That is, it will take your password, which is B, and your random sort, which is sort X. It will combine to the same, the two of them, and hash them together. Your password and your sort, which is the randomly generated value, both of them will be combined together and then hashed. And what will happen last? This value will be stored in your database. That is, you now have in your database your identity, which is your user A. In your database, you also have the sort X, which is the randomly generated value, and then the hash C. This is what you have in your database. So with this process, it will be difficult for someone to easily hack your database because you are combining both the sorting function and the hash value together. Don't forget, this still does not mean that you cannot be hacked. You can still be hacked. And that is why we are discussing password security. What can we do to ensure that we are secured? Right, let me move to the next slide. Okay, so I have a question here that says, why is it wrong to store this same raw password in the database? Just as I have explained earlier on, if you store the same password, if the same password is stored without using the hashed function or the sorting function, then it will be easier for the attacker to actually be able to crack down your password. But when you combine your sorting value together with the hash function, it will be difficult for them to manipulate. All right. So let me switch to this one is not PowerPoint. It's supposed to develop it before the class, but I could not. So I'll just use it this night like that. So just a notepad. Good. Can you see it? Is it bold enough? Please let me know if you can see it.
I'm using my phone, so if I zoom in, I'll be able to see it.
Okay. Okay, let me see if I can quickly copy it to my. I want to see if I can quickly copy it to the slide. So it should be possible for all of you to have access to it, to see it very well.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Just sorry for the delay. Okay. Okay. You come in, just give me another minute. Let me quickly do that. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so can you see? Okay, hold on, let me stop now. Okay, can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So this is still under password security. We'll be talking about cryptography. So what is cryptography? When you're talking about cryptography, it is a security technology that protects the user. A security technology that protects the user and ensures that only the sender and the receiver can have access to the message that is being shared. Only the sender and the receiver can have access to the message that is being shared. So cryptography makes use of three things: encryption, hashing, and authentication. Encryption, hashing, and authentication. So now it is important to understand cryptography because even if you are sending a message and someone wants to intercept that message, wants to read that message, it will be difficult for that person to have access to that message unless the person has the key to decrypt the message that you are sending. So cryptography is a technology that protects users' data by ensuring that only the sender and the receiver can read the message that is being shared. Now, in this slide, I mentioned that cryptography offers three core services. The first one is encryption. Now, encryption, encryption. All of us have been hearing of encryption for some time now. But what is encryption? The function of encryption is to maintain confidentiality of data. And how does it do that? Encryption converts plain text information into a ciphertext. What is a ciphertext? A ciphertext is a text that is presented in an unreadable format. A text that when you see it, you will not understand what is written. That is called a ciphertext. And that is what encryption does. It converts your plain information, your plain message, into a ciphertext, that is into an unreadable format. And when we're talking about plain text is the information that you can read and understand, like what you are reading on this screen now. As you are reading the language, you are understanding what you are reading. But in ciphertext, it is difficult for you to understand it. So to convert information to a ciphertext, you must run that plain text through an encryption algorithm. Now, for you to be able to read what you have encrypted, for you to read that ciphertext, you need to decrypt the information again. And how do you do that? You run that ciphertext through a mathematical algorithm. So this will convert your encrypted text message into a message or a plain text. Do you understand the difference between encryption and a ciphertext?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Please, if it is getting difficult, you can let me know so that I can break it down in a way that you understand it. Now, when we are talking of ciphers, there are two main types of ciphers. The first one is substitution ciphers, and the second one is transposition ciphers. Substitution cipher and transposition ciphers. Now, what does substitution cipher, what does it involve? In substitution cipher, you substitute one character for another one. Take for example, maybe you want to substitute every letter in your message with a letter that is 4 characters later in that alphabet. It means that for every letter, the next 4 letters will be the actual letter you want to represent. What do I mean by that? Let's take an example. Assuming you want to convert your D, letter D, using a substitution cipher method. Now, you have configured that your substitution cipher to be represented by 4 characters after the main character. By 4 characters after the main alphabet. Take for example D. When you count the next 4 characters or alphabet after D, what do you have? D, E, F, G, H, right? You have H. So instead of you writing D, you write letter H. That is what substitution is all about. Instead of you writing A, of course, the next 4 characters after A is what? B, C, D, E. So you write E, and so on. Let's see if I write. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's convert this. This is my password to, we want to substitute it using a 4 character. This is my password. If we are to write it or represent it using a 4 character, will be what? Letter T will be what? T. So you count the next 4 alphabets after T. That's RST, U, V, W, X. So letter T will be represented by X. A should be represented by what? I, J, K, L, M. M. I will be represented by what? I, J, K, L, M. Okay, no. Your A should be represented by what? E, L, T, H. That's L. Then I will be represented by M. S will be represented by what?
Sorry, I'm confused though. What's
confused.
the password they're converting now?
We want to convert, this is my password, everything all together. So now,
Okay.
So now let me give you a typical example that will be easier to remember first before we move to this password. Let's say A. Your A will be what? Using substituting with another 4 letters. That A will be converted to
E.
E. That's E, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you want to convert apple. Good. So P will be what? The next 4 letter will be what for P?
P.
I.
P. R. S. T.
Oops.
T.
That's T, right?
Okay, T, yeah.
And the next one will be T. E will be what? Sorry, L is the next letter. L will be what?
P.
Yeah, P. And then E will be what? Can you see it? So imagine.
Sorry for taking you, but please, can you just come again, please?
No issue at all.
Yeah.
Talking about cryptography. And I mentioned that cryptography is a technology, a security technology that is used for protecting users' data by ensuring that only the sender and the receiver can actually read that message. Take, for example, you want to send a love letter to your loved one, to your girlfriend, and you don't want any other person to be able to understand what you are sending to your girlfriend. It must be only be understandable to you and your girlfriend. What do? You may encrypt that message, right? In those days, maybe you can use symbols to represent that letter that you are sending. So once your girlfriend sees the symbol, she understands what you are sending or what you are communicating to her. So the same way it is with cryptography. It's a security
Sorry, sir.
technology.
Sorry, sir. This cryptography, is that what is used on WhatsApp?
Yes, you use
Okay.
cryptography on WhatsApp, but don't forget, in the case of that WhatsApp, it is called end-to-end encryption. WhatsApp
Okay.
employs what is known as end-to-end encryption. And from our definition of encryption here, encryption means that you are converting a plain text to what? A cipher text.
Cipher.
Now, what does cipher text mean? Cipher text means unreadable format. Just as we have in this example of apple. If I'm telling you that this is an apple, would you believe?
No.
You find it difficult to believe now that what does XP, pi? How can you tell me that pi is an apple? You find it difficult to understand, all right? So that is what an encryption is all about. Converting a plain text, a plain message that you can understand into an unreadable format. So that is called encryption. So when we say that a WhatsApp is using an end-to-end encryption, it means that whenever you are transmitting your message, whenever you are sending a message from your device to another person, nobody can what? Intercept that message. Nobody can hack into your message and read that information you are sharing. Do you understand it? Because as the message is being transmitted, it is encrypted automatically. In fact, there is what we call encryption at rest and encryption in transit. But that one is an advanced level. We can talk about that later when we are, if time permits us, we are discussing about cloud technology. Or when we are discussing about man in the middle attack. Yes, man in the middle attack. Can you intercept that message that is being transmitted. So, but do you understand what cryptography is all about now? Now, under cryptography, I mentioned that there is what is known as cipher. Cipher, of course, is an unreadable format, but there are two types of ciphers. The first one is substitution ciphers. Under substitution cipher, what does it mean? It means that you substitute one character for another. You substitute one alphabet for another. Now, the number of alphabet that you want to use depends on you. In this case, or in this example, I'm using a 4 characters in the alphabet. In your own case, you may decide to use 5. You may decide to use 7. You may decide to use 10. It is left for you to decide. But in the example here of this apple, we are using a 4 character to substitute the original alphabet. Is that clear now?
Yes, it's clear now.
Okay, good. So now let's now go ahead to encrypt this password. This is my password. I've done the first one, which is this. Then the next one is what? Is. How do we encrypt is? What is I? Using the 4 character password.
M.
N. Okay, M. Is it M?
That's M.
Okay,
What
M.
is X? X is W. We have X before. Then what is password? We have P already on the front as T. Then A is what? A is E. What is X? X is W. We have another W. So what is W?
Now, so that one will be difficult because alphabet ends in Z.
Yeah.
And so you continue now.
That's A.
That's it. Correct. It's not difficult. Okay. Then O is what?
S.
P. R. S.
S.
Good. Then R is what? Letter R is what?
V.
Good. D is what?
H.
So you can see. Now, if someone tells you that this letter means this is my password, would you believe? No, because it is not in a readable format. It's difficult to understand. So sometimes, if you just want to write maybe a short password, you can just think of this. Okay, let me convert my password to this for using substitution cipher method. So only you know that, okay, the password to your application is password 1234. Then this is what you have typed. I don't know how to pronounce it. Forgive me. But if you just write this as a password, nobody will know that your password is password. But of course, computer can understand it, don't forget. Because this can also be cracked by computer. So I'm going to teach you how to make sure that the computer is even finding it difficult to understand that password, what to use. But don't forget, this is you can always use it. Sometimes if I want to just use a password that is difficult to understand in a particular application, this is what I do. I just use a substitution method. Now, example of substitution ciphers are cipher cipher and route 13. The cipher cipher substitutes every character in the message by incrementing the character by a certain number such as 3. Now, for the ROT13, what do they do? Look at how they increment their own character. By what? By 13. So imagine what will letter A be if we want to increment it by 13. Do you know what that one will be?
You said increment of letter A by 13.
Yes. So we want to write apple and we are increasing it by 13. What will letter A start from? That means your A will be something because we have 26 letters in an alphabet, right? 26 divided by 2, that's 12.
It will be
13.
M.
That's 13. It cannot be M. Let's see. You may be right. J is 10. K is 11. L is 12. M is 13. Yeah, you are right. M. That's M. So P, you can imagine what P will be. We will not be able to complete that tonight. So but that is how ROT is being defined. ROT 13. That is what they used. They increment the character by 13. Now let's go to transposition ciphers. What is transposition ciphers? This involves shifting the characters in the message by a certain number of places. By a certain number of places. What do I mean? Okay. Okay. Come in. For example, the message below is encrypted by shifting the characters 3 placeholders to the right. 3 placeholders to the right. So now, what does it mean? We want to transpose Rufus by 3 placeholders to the right. This is a Rufus. This is the transposed value. Okay, so the transposition cipher, it works just like the substitution. But in this case, it is transposed. Now, you can either transpose it to the right or to the left. Do you get it? You can transpose it either to the right or to the left. You know, in the case of substitution, we increment the characters, right, by a certain number, but we do not. When we increment it, we maintain the right hand side. But in the case of transposition, you may either place that character, you shift it either to the right or to the left. Take for example, Rufus. I shifted this Rufus to the right. And that's why if you calculate that R using 3 placeholders to the right, your R becomes what? U, because RSTU. U is the value for the R. Why for the U? RSTU VWX. That's why I have my X here. But in case we want to shift it to the left, let's assume that we want to shift it to the left. It means that this my UXIV will become what? I will start from my V, my S, which becomes V, followed by my U, which becomes X, followed by my F, which is I, followed by F, yeah, which is I. F is I, then U is X, and then R is U. This is if I want to transpose it to the left. transposing a Rufus to the left. Do you get the difference between the transposition method and the substitution method?
Hello, sir.
Oh, did I miss anyone?
No, you didn't. So I wanted to confirm something.
Okay, ask.
When you say transposition shifting to the left or shifting to the right,
Yeah.
it still maintains the three placeholders. Only that when you are writing it out, you write from like Rufus now becomes SUFUR. Are you following, sir?
I'm with you.
So when you're shifting to the left or to the right, when you transpose Rufus in three placeholders, it will give you UXIXV, but it maintains that UXIXV format, only that you're turning it from left to right or from right to left.
Yeah. So now this is it.
Okay, sir.
For even the transposition server, you can arrange it any way you want it. Do you understand it? You can arrange the character in a different order. It's not a must that it should be from left to right or even right to left. You can take it from the center. Do you understand it? And go to the left first. Don't forget, cipher is to make sure that your plain text message becomes unreadable.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it? So you can arrange it in different way, in just a way to ensure that it is difficult to understand. Let's take, for example, let me add to this name, Jeff Adegbola. Okay. Now, let us convert it to a transposition method, right? And in this transposition method, I want to begin from the middle. From the middle. I'll first transpose Adegbola and then go back to Jeff using 3 character placeholder. Do you get it? Using 3 characters placeholder.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's quickly do that. 3 character is not difficult to understand. Just to transpose Adegbola. So A will be what? D.
D.
Then D will be what?
G.
G. E is what? H.
H.
No, E is not H. E.
E.
That's
F.
I.
G. So E is H. E.
E,
F.
F,
G.
G, H. E, F, G, H. Okay, yeah, sorry. That's H. Then which one is the next one?
G.
This should be K. No.
K, right?
Yeah. No. J. Yeah.
J. Yeah. Yeah. J. Yeah, it's J. It's J. Then B is what? That's E.
E.
O is what? That's I. L is what?
O.
Then A is what? We have A before. A is
D.
E. Right? Now I'm taking Jeff.
MH.
Sorry, I think that J is K.
J is what?
K.
K?
No, it should be J, yeah, J. Sorry, I'm a bit confused there.
Which one is that?
The J.
The J.
Yeah.
Is it for Jeff Adegbola or for the converted J?
Jeff Adigbola.
Okay, the Jeff, Abi.
Yeah.
J would be what? J is M now.
JIJKM. So I
That's
thought
M.
it's in 3 places.
What are you saying?
I thought it's in 3 places we are doing it.
Yeah, 3 places. J, O, N, N, K, N, N. That J is M now.
So I thought J would be ZKJIJK. If it's in
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That J should be K.
J
if it's
is
in 3 places, it should be K.
Should be K, yeah.
I'm not getting you.
Sorry, the J. I mean
So
the
if
J.
you follow the alphabet,
Mm-hmm.
J,
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
Abi, J,
No,
I,
IJK now.
I, J, K, L,
M,
I,
N,
J, K, K, L, M. Okay,
M.
I'm going to be misreading it. Sorry.
Sorry. Okay.
So am I still correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then E will be what?
E, F, G, H. H.
H. F will be what?
F, E, F, G. I.
I. So you can see how it is now. But with substitution, we are not interchanging it. Do you understand it? We are not interchanging it. It's just shifting the character to a particular number to the right. Do you get the point?
Yes, now continue.
Good. All right. So that is for transposition cipher. I've explained what hashing is all about before earlier on. That the purpose of hashing is to maintain the integrity of the information. It is to ensure that the information has not been altered. Remember, hashing was the one I gave with that password earlier on to show us the hash function here, right? So hashing, what does it do? It is used to maintain the integrity of the information. You can also use it. It's not only used for password, like I said in the when I started this class. I also said you can use it for application. Whenever you download an application, some application comes with a hashing value. So immediately you download that application, you complete downloading it, you run that application into an hashing algorithm. So it will come out with a value. You now compare the hashing value that you have with what was given to you by the owner of the file or the application. So to verify that the data has not been modified, it is done through a hashing algorithm. Yeah, hashing algorithm to generate a hash value. And that hash value is called message digest. So the hash value is then stored with the data. I still have more documents. Let me quickly copy it. Okay, let's look at this practical example. I've not downloaded it, but let me see if I can quickly download it. Okay. We are asked to download CryptTool from crypttool.org. Let me see, can I use this? Okay, wait, let me do this one. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to run a practical now. Let's look at this when we download the tool coming. Good. Encrypting data with CISA file. Good. So in this exercise, we are to download a cipher tool whose name is CryptTool from crypttool.org. Okay, so let me send this to the group so that you can download it via with your system. Okay. This is JCrypt note. What we want is CryptTool. Okay. Okay. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now I sent this file to you. Sorry, the way to download it. This is let me send the main link to you. That's the link to download the crypto. Now, when you open this website, you will notice something that the crypto underneath it, there is something that is written SHA-256. And then some numbers. So those numbers underneath it, that is the hash function. So we are going to confirm it, this SHA-256, after we finish downloading the crypt tool. We'll confirm whether it is correct or not. Are we all in the same website? Are we on that website?
So give me just some minutes. I'm trying to hotspot my laptop.
No problem.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, any question?
Sir, please, can you repost the link once more?
I should copy it again and send. Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On the in-app message. Thank you. So I'm in the site now.
Okay. So when you click on, you see downloads on your right. That's at the top.
Yes. At the top, I've clicked on
Have you,
downloads.
okay, so you see the first one, Script Tool 1.4.42 English version.
Yes, I've seen it.
You have seen it, right? Good. Now,
Yeah.
can you see that there are several versions there? You have the English version, German version, Spanish, blah, 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 right? Now,
Yeah.
under the
Yeah.
English function, can you also see that there is a hashing function there, algorithm, which is SHA-256?
Yes.
Can you see the SHA-256?
Yes, I can
Okay.
see it.
Okay, good. Now, what that is telling you is that that is the hashing algorithm that is used for that particular file. Let me share my entire screen. Can you see my screen now? Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, if you look at this means the type of algorithm that is used to hash this particular tool, and that is SHA-256, right? Now, when
Yes.
you download this application, for you to be sure that this is the particular application you download, you can confirm it by running that application in a hashing algorithm using SHA-256. You must be able to get this same value when you run it on SHA-256. What do I mean? Or any algorithm that can detect SHA-256. Take, for example, I just finished downloading the application, right? Now, I want to confirm I've downloaded the application. This is the application here. But before I install it, I want to be sure that this application is what I have actually downloaded. I have not downloaded a Trojan horse, which is a virus that is disguised as a legitimate software. How do I confirm it? You can go to virustotal.com. Remember, we talked about virustotal.com earlier in the beginning of this course. Now, on virustotal.com, I'm going to upload my file, which is the one I just downloaded. Setup crypt 2, 1 point blah blah blah. So it's computing the hash. VirusTotal will check the hashing value for that particular file. Now, the result is out. This is the hash value, right? If you compare this value with what I have earlier here, what is the last four digits here? 68E4. Can you see? 68E4. And I have 3853 here. 3853. So if I go back to my website here, where I downloaded it from, you'll see that it starts from 3853, and this is 68E4, meaning that this particular application that I downloaded is the same as what I downloaded from the website. It has not been modified. I did not download a virus to my system. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. So you can try to download that particular file. Let's see. I've downloaded mine, so I'm going to install it.
So should we install it in our system?
Yeah, you may install it later so that it's not take our time, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but I will send you that I'll send you the manual on how to use it.
Yeah.
Do you get it? I'll send the manual to you. Come in, I'm still installing it. Oh, the system is hanging. Come in, my system is hanging here. Okay, so it's opened now. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen? So this is the crypt tool.
Not yet, it's still coming up.
Okay, okay.
Okay, yes, I can see it now. I don't know if Ibrahim can see it too.
Okay.
Yeah, I can actually see it.
Okay, so I'm going to click on new. Okay, so let's do welcome to cybersecurity, right? Okay, so this is Caesar. Okay, this is Caesar. We want to shift it by value of the alphabet. Okay. Key entry character is number value that's 3. That's 4. Did you get the value? Did you get the results? Welcome to cybersecurity. This is what it gives us as the answer. Let me try. Let me show it to you again. Or let's use the one I initially used. My slide. Okay, this is my password. Let's use this is my password. We shifted it to 4 letters then. So now this is my password. So we want to convert it to Caesar using number value 4. Encrypt. This is what came out. And what did we get then? Did you see that we got the same value? Okay, this is my password. We didn't do mine. Mine is QC. We did this is password. So did you see that it came out to the same value, right?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. So this is how to use the crypto tool. The crypto tool.
So can I ask something?
Okay.
In terms of application, do you apply this while building a website or a software, or I mean a website or an app on the
No, you don't. You don't apply it.
Okay.
But when you are building an application, you can actually run that application on a hashing algorithm to protect that application.
Okay.
To protect that application, you can run it. Take for example, even ordinary messages that we are sending. You get it? Ordinary text messages that we are sending, emails, attachments. You can also run it on a hashing algorithm, so as to be sure that that attachment you are sending to your customer, they are getting the same attachment. It has not been compromised. You get it? Take for example, let me just change one letter here. You see, this is my password, right? If I add X to it, Let's see what will come out. Encrypt. Okay, no, under encryption, we are going to see that. Under full encryption, you are going to see that, which is when we start to use different types of encryption, SHA-256, MD5, and so on and so forth. We are going to see that even adding just one letter will affect the entire value.
Okay.
Yes, we will get that. We will get there. We'll get there. We're going to get there. But do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So now, let's move to the encryption itself properly. Let me quickly take that. You can, once you download that application, let me know. If you have any question, I will definitely answer you in the group. I'll be free between now and tomorrow. Let me copy that encryption. So when talking of encryption, there are two types of encryption. The first one is the first one is symmetric encryption, while the second one is asymmetric encryption. Symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption. Now, when we are talking of symmetric encryption, this is an encryption that it uses the same key. That is, if I'm going to encrypt a message, who went out? Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
So let's assume that I am sending you a message and you want to have encrypted that message. If you want to read that message, I will give you the same key that I used to encrypt it. It's the same key that you used to decrypt it. So that is an example of symmetric encryption. It uses the same key that is used to encrypt it. It's the same key that you use to decrypt the message. I don't know why this thing is coming out in a tiny format.
Are you sure it's not the size of the font? I'm seeing 12 there.
If I use bigger font, it's not taking it. Okay. Oh no, that's got so many things. Okay, no problem. Let's manage it. I will copy this other one to the other side, to the next slide. Come in, sorry for this. Okay. So this is it. There are two major types of encryptions. The first one, like I mentioned, is symmetric encryption, and the second type of encryption is asymmetric encryption. Now, for a symmetric encryption, it uses the same key to encrypt and decrypt the message. That is, the key that you use to lock it is still the same key you will use when you are opening the message or when you want to read the message. And what are the different types of symmetric encryption? You might have heard of DES, that is data encryption standard, is an example of symmetric encryption algorithm. This was created in the 1970s, and it is a 56-bit encryption algorithm. But as of today, in 2025, DES is not considered to be a secured encryption, symmetric encryption again. DES should not be used. Why? Because this 56 bits is very small compared to what we are using these days. Now, the other type of encryption that we have yes, we also have blowfish. Blowfish encryption. This is also another type of a symmetric encryption algorithm. And what it does is that it offers variable rates of encryption from 1 to 448 bits of encryption. Similarly, we have another type that is two-fish. Two-fish offers 128 bits encryption. We also have triple DES type of encryption. That's triple DES. Triple DES is just similar to the first one we talked about, which is the DES. But in the case of triple DES, it uses 3 different 56 bits. And it is used to create, if you multiply 56 by 3, it gives you 168-bit encryption. So with triple DES, it is much more secured than that of the DES, 3 times secured than that of the DES. We also have reversed cipher encryption, which is RC4 and RC5. These are used for wireless, yeah. So RC4 algorithm is a type of encryption that you use. It works with a string, and basically you use a reversed cipher, RC4 particularly, in wireless encryption. And that is when you hear something like WEP connection. When you hear of WEP connection under wireless, the type of algorithm that is used there is the reversed cipher method. Don't forget that this reverse cipher is also part of a symmetric algorithm encryption that uses the same key. That is the key that you use to encrypt that data is also the same one that you use to decrypt it. We also have the AES algorithm. AES is also considered to be not as secured anymore compared to AES 256. AES 256 is much more advanced when it comes to security because it offers 256 bits of encryption. So these are the different types of encryptions that we have under symmetric algorithm. Now let me show you how it works. Let's look at just one of it before we go tonight, before we call it a day. We're still going to use that crypto stick, that crypto tool. Have I closed it? Yes. Let me open it again. So now let me say that my password is Let me say that my password is I love wiki1234. Right? Good. This is my password. Are you seeing my screen? Oh no, I've not shared it. Yeah, you can see my screen, right? I love wiki is my password, right? I love wiki1234. Now, we want to use the symmetric type of algorithm. Good. Now, let me choose AES. You can see under AES, I have 128 bits, I have 192 bits, and I have 256 bits. So let me choose 128 bits first and encrypt. Look at how it came out. B925CA47. Can you all see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This is fine. This is fine. Look at what how it came out, right? Now imagine that I now removed one letter from there. I love wiki. You know, the first one is I love wiki 1234, right? Now I want to use I love wiki 123 as my password. Now let's look at how it will come out when we convert it. 128 bits, the same 128 bit that we used earlier. This one did not come out. What's wrong? Is it because I still have it opened? Okay, let me write the value of this down. Copy. Okay. Coming. The mark data you may transfer included or changed into your interest now. Okay, so this is it, right? For I love wiki 1234. So for I love wiki 1234, this is what I got as my AES 128 bits. Now let's look at this. Symmetric encrypts. Why is it not encrypting? No. I love wiki 123. Encrypt symmetric. Uh-uh. Something is wrong somewhere. Let me close the app. Wow, I don't know what is wrong with this application. Let me try it again. Mhm. This is it. Let me see 192 bits. The 192 came out. Okay. Let me see. I love UK4. So this is for 120, 123. I love UK 123. Let me see now. Good. So let's see. Can you see that the values are not the same? Are we see together? Let's say I want to use password. Password 1234. Symmetric AEBS 192 bits. I encrypt it. Look at what came out. This is for password 1234. This is what you have. Now, if I should change any value in that password 1234, let me say I just remove 4 and then put 1235. Look at what will come out if I encrypt it. Now, this is 1235. This is 1234. Are they the same? If you look at the value, you see that the values are totally different. They are two different numbers completely. This is how confidentiality of, sorry, this is how the integrity of the data is being confirmed. So imagine you are downloading an application and that application has been modified. If you run that application through the hashing algorithm, definitely, no matter what was done, even if it is just a letter that was changed on that application, the value of that hash function will never be the same. Now, if you look at the value of what I have here, this is password 1235. This is what came out. But when we were running it on, when it was 1234, look at the function, look at the value. Do you understand how this symmetric work?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to send to you the exercise. I want you to go back home before next week. You can send your message in the group so that we can quickly move faster. Right. So you download that script tool. Try as much as possible. Lay your hands on different types of functions that you can do. You can use different algorithms. Caesar, you can even try that route 13 and see. Remember route 13, we said that one increment by what? 13. So you can try it as well and see what will come out, right? You can also do, okay, I'll send you the exercise. I'll send the exercise to you in the WhatsApp group. And
Okay, sir.
then if you have any question too, you can drop it in that WhatsApp group. I will do my best to attend to it whenever I'm online to look at it. I may not respond immediately, but I will try as much as possible to make sure that I respond to it. Georgina has been going on and off. I think she sent me an attendance list. Maybe she just wants to confirm we are still online or not. So I'm going to drop the attendance form now. Where is it? for you guys to fill. So you understand the importance of this encryption or cryptography if you want to specialize on malware engineering. You understand the importance of this cryptography because they use it often in malware engineering. So okay, I have the form now. Copy link. So that is the form for the attendance list. So please do well to fill the form so that your attendance will be marked. So thank you so much. Do you have any question?
No, sir, no question from my end.
Okay, all right, no problem. So if you have any question with the assessment, sorry, with the exercise, you can drop it in the group chat. I will drop it this night before I go to bed. So thank you guys once again.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank God. Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Okay. Good night.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
Brian, good night,
Yeah.
sir. Thanks.
Yeah. Good night. Take care. Bye.
Okay, you too.